Welcome to the deep dive. So, you've brought us a really interesting source today. It's Josephine Delorme's The Better Sex Cookbook.
Yes. And I mean, the title pretty much says it all right here.
Yeah. It's aiming to spice up the kitchen and spice up the bedroom. That's the idea. Using classic aphrodisiac ingredients in recipes.
Exactly. But what really grabbed me, and what I think we should explore, is that it's not just recipes, it's a whole philosophy, really.
A holistic approach.
Yeah, exactly. About creating a whole romantic, sensual experience. Food is part of it, but there's so much more emphasis on atmosphere and preparation.
Okay, let's get into that. Delorme really hammers home the setting the mood part. It's
Yeah.
way more than just, lighting a candle.
Oh, absolutely. It's quite strategic. She starts with building anticipation, suggesting things like sending flirty texts or messages during the day.
Right, getting your partner thinking about it beforehand.
Exactly. It's like psychological priming, isn't it?
Right.
You're setting expectations, signaling that tonight is special. It can definitely heighten the mood for both people.
That makes sense. And she talks about self-care too, right? Like, take a bubble bath, groom yourself, basically. Feel good before you start trying to make someone else feel good.
Feeling desirable yourself.
Yeah.
And then, transform in the space.
The environment, yeah. She's specific. Use the good china.
Right. Flowers, candles.
Both dining room and bedroom. Fresh sheets on the bed, soft music playing. It's about hitting all the senses.
It really underscores how much our mood and, well, our physical state can be affected by our surroundings, by these external cues. It's deliberate communication.
Setting the stage.
Precisely. Telling your partner and yourself, this time is dedicated to us, to intimacy.
She even suggests reading erotica during the day to get yourself in the mood, which is quite direct.
Yeah, it's definitely playful. And the surprises, like the edible body butter.
We'll probably see a recipe for that later, I bet.
Almost certainly. But then there's the whole welcoming ritual she outlines.
Ah, yes. Greeting your partner at the door with a love potion. We need to talk about those drinks.
And having a bath already drawn for them. It's pure pampering, showing care right away.
And the language she suggests. Tell him he's your sexy, sexy man, and then just purr. It's very,
Uninhibited. Playful, definitely. Yeah. Embracing that intimacy from minute one.
Okay, so atmosphere, anticipation, huge parts. But it is a cookbook. Let's talk ingredients. There's a massive list of supposed aphrodisiacs.
Oh, it's extensive, really diverse. It makes you realize just how many foods have picked up that reputation over time across different cultures.
Just reading some out gives you a sense. Absinthe, almond, aniseed, apple, apricot, arugula.
Yep, arugula, asparagus, avocado, bacon.
Wait, bacon. Okay. Bananas, basil, bay leaf, beets, caffeine, carrots, caviar, celery, champagne.
Cheese, cherry, chili pepper, chocolate, cinnamon, clams, coconut coffee, conch, coriander.
Cranberry, curry powder, eggs, fennel, figs, garlic, ginger, ginkgo, ginseng, grapes, honey.
Kava, lavender, licorice, lobster, mango, mints, mushrooms, mustard greens, nutmeg, nuts, oats.
Olives, onions, oysters. That's a classic. Passion fruit, peach, pepper, pine nuts, pineapple.
Pomegranate. Pumpkin pie spice, radish, raspberries, red wine, rosemary, saffron, salmon.
Sandalwood. Wait, sandalwood? Is that edible?
Maybe more for scent, or perhaps an infusion. Good question. Scallops, sea cucumber, seaweed, shrimp.
Strawberry, another classic tarragon. Tomato, truffles, tuna, turkey, vanilla, wasabi, watermelon, wine.
Wow. See, it covers pretty much everything. It gives you this huge palette to work with for creating that sensual meal.
It really does. It's like she's saying, here are your building blocks, whether they work chemically or just psychologically.
Right. The association alone can be powerful.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the actual recipes.
Yeah, let's look at some. We picked a few different ones. First up, almond fried shrimp.
Okay. And the interesting thing here is the prep. You freeze the shrimp after coating them in almonds.
Huh. Why do you think that is?
I suspect it helps the coating stick better during frying, keeps it from falling off, makes it crispier maybe.
Could be. Serve with cocktail sauce, tartar, lemon, standard stuff. But the key is the almonds from the list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then there's asparagus and cashews. Quick stir fry.
Ginger, garlic, sesame oil. Sounds good. And both asparagus and cashews are on her list.
Right. Combining multiple aphrodisiac ingredients seems to be a theme. Plus, stir frying keeps things bright, and crisp appeals to the eyes, the texture.
Makes sense. Okay, now something heavier. Bacon-wrapped turkey.
Yes. This one's more involved. The stuffing sounds amazing. Italian sausage, shallots, garlic, fennel, onions, apples, sherry.
Wow. And then wrapped in bacon. Bacon's on the list, too.
This feels like it's about indulgence. richness, maybe signaling effort and care through the complexity of the dish.
Yeah, putting in the time. Okay, switching gears to dessert, bananas Foster.
Classic. Bananas flambéed with liqueur and rum over ice cream. Bananas are on the list, of course.
The fire element, the flambe, that definitely adds some drama, some heat.
It's theatrical. Makes it feel like a special occasion, which feeds into the whole romantic vibe. And bananas are just nice and sweet.
True. Okay, and remember the edible body butter idea?
Knew it. There's a recipe. Be my honey butter edible massage creme.
Be my honey. Cute. Simple ingredients. Butter, honey, vanilla.
Honey's on the list.
Yeah.
And this really takes it beyond just eating, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Engaging taste, touch, smell, all at once. Very intimate.
It perfectly illustrates that holistic idea we talked about.
Yeah.
Simple, natural, focused on sensation.
Right. Then we get into the drinks, the love potions, like the blushing lady wine cooler.
Let's see. Red wine, cranberry juice, pineapple juice, gin.
Wine and cranberry are both listed aphrodisiacs.
Yeah.
Sounds quite fruity.
Yeah, complex flavor. Nice color, probably. Refreshing.
Then there's champagne watermelon. This sounds unusual.
How does it work?
You basically pour pink champagne into a watermelon and chill it.
Oh, okay. Champagne and watermelon are both on the list. That's certainly playful, extravagant maybe.
Definitely memorable. Creates a fun surprise, I imagine.
Then another potion, the cherry love potion. This one's layered in a flute.
Sugar, cherry brandy, OJ, champagne, topped with cherries.
Ah, and the instruction. Feed each other the cherries.
Very direct. Cherry and champagne are the aphrodisiacs here. It looks pretty, and it's interactive.
That shared action, the feeding each other, really dials up the intimacy.
Totally. Okay, simpler sweets. Chocolate-covered almonds.
Roast almonds, dip in melted chocolate. Can't go wrong, really. Chocolate and almonds, both on the list.
And again, the suggestion, feed your lover ease. Setting the mood. Chocolate is the ultimate romance food for many.
It absolutely has that cultural weight. And the almond crunch is a nice contrast.
Which leads to the ultimate classic pairing. Chocolate-covered strawberries and champagne.
The trifecta. Chocolate, strawberries, champagne, all aphrodisiacs according to the book. The author apparently loved this one.
It just works, doesn't it? Sweet strawberry, rich chocolate, bubbly champagne, pure indulgence, sensory overload in a good way.
Definitely associated with celebration, romance.
Okay, another edible body thing. Edible chocolate and marshmallow body paint.
Oh my. Melt chocolate chips and marshmallows together. Again, simple. Playful instructions implied.
Chocolate being the key ingredient there. Then something a bit more sophisticated, maybe. Figs and almonds.
How are they prepared?
Fig halves, topped with goat cheese and an almond, broiled, then drizzled with honey.
That sounds lovely. Figs, almonds, honey, all on the list. Warm, creamy, chewy, crunchy, sweet. Lots of textures and flavors.
Seems like a winner. Then there's a pasta dish called Get Your Italian On.
Catchy. What is it?
Spaghetti with a fresh parsley and pine nut pesto.
Pine nuts and garlic are the aphrodisiacs noted.
And the serving suggestion.
Serve it on one big platter for sharing.
Again with the sharing. Encouraging closeness, interaction, making the meal itself intimate.
Exactly. Another drink. Love potion, #9.
Okay, what's in number 9?
Strawberry vodka, white creme de cacao, strawberries, ice cream. Blended.
So, like a boozy strawberry milkshake.
Pretty much. Strawberries are the star. Very sweet, very decadent.
Catering to the sweet tooth, definitely.
And then a real classic cocktail.
Yeah.
The mimosa.
Champagne and orange juice. With a splash of triple sec and grenadine here. Champagne is the aphrodisiac. It just feels celebratory, light, happy.
It's a positive mood for sure.
For seafood lovers, oysters, and caviar.
Can't get much more classic aphrodisiac than oysters. Caviar adds extra luxury.
Served on ice, mignonette sauce, sour cream. Very traditional, very indulgent. Oysters have that centuries-old reputation.
Right, the texture, the association. It's potent. The caviar just doubles down on the luxury. Mignonette adds that nice sharp balance.
Back to dessert. Peaches and cream.
Simple, comforting. Sautéed peaches, whipped cream. Peaches are on the list.
Warm peaches, cool cream. Nice contrast. Simple, sweet, appealing.
Sometimes simple is best. Focuses on the natural flavors.
And a main course, rosemary salmon, baked with lemon and rosemary.
Okay, rosemary and salmon are both listed. Sounds light, healthy, flavorful.
Rosemary has that great aromatic quality. Lemon brightens it up. Good balance.
Definitely. And finally, shrimp cocktail in a martini glass.
Classic appetizer, but the martini glass presentation elevates it, makes it feel fancier.
Right. Shrimp and garlic are the highlighted aphrodisiacs. Chilled, zesty sauce. refreshing start.
It really is fascinating how she weaves these ingredients through everything, always tying it back to romance, sensuality.
It is. And, it's important we mention the disclaimer in the book.
Ah, yes. Good point. What does it say?
Basically, the standard thing. This is the author's opinion. It's for informational entertainment purposes, not a substitute for actual medical or health advice from a professional.
Right. Crucial distinction. So, wrapping up this deep dive on the Better Sex Cookbook, it's clear it's offering more than just food ideas.
Absolutely. It's a playbook almost for intentionally creating a romantic, sensual experience.
Through planning, atmosphere, engaging the senses.
And using these ingredients that traditionally at least are linked with arousal or pleasure. It's about the power of intention, really.
Consciously crafting those moments, heightening anticipation, enhancing the shared experience, tapping into those sensory inputs. So thinking about all this, the mood setting, the specific foods, the rituals, what parts of creating a sensual experience resonate most with you, the listener? How might you weave some of these ideas into your own life?
It's definitely food for thought, so to speak.
Indeed. Maybe check out the cookbook yourself, see what inspires you. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.